God. I'm so upset right now. I cannot begin to describe how upset I am right now. Y'all opted for the night tub, so you get the night tub. I wanted to do this in VR chat. I had my full body all ready. I've been working on it for the past several hours. And then all of a sudden, everything decided to stop working. I'm so freaking upset. I was so excited for this stream. I was gonna be in VR chat. I was gonna be moving around. I was gonna be full body. Then everything just stopped working. They're sabotaging me. They didn't want me to have my amazingly elaborate and impressive VR chat hot tub hangout stream. So unfortunately, we're just gonna have to do that another day. Look, okay, but we still get to see the bikini model. That's true. Honestly, I just wanted an excuse to put Allie in her bikini model, and I wanted an excuse to finally use the hot tub category on Twitch because I've always found it so funny. I've always found it super duper funny. But regardless, I think this can still be a fun hangout. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what this was supposed to be. I shouldn't take it too seriously. I shouldn't let myself get too salty. No gaming? What? Are you guys here for my gaming or something? You here for the gaming? Well, too bad. Well, shit. You know what? Here's how my mind works, right? I have a really bad time dealing with my ADHD sometimes because I hyperfixated so hard on all the things I wanted to do in VR chat that now I'm just sad. Now I'm just sad. Now I'm just like, man, I was so ready. You should see the hand tracking gloves that I got. They're so cool. They're all clicky. They're like, you hear that? They're all like, they got all sorts of buttons. I'm so sad. I am mourning what could have been. Can't you open VR on desktop? Okay, so let me explain something to you. I'm gonna explain why 3D VTubers either only do it once every year or why they do it all the time. Setting up 3D is more than just logging into VR chat and broadcasting it. Because if I wanted to do that, if I wanted to just do a stream on VR chat with just my VR headset and my controllers, like every other normal person that plays VR chat, that would have taken me like 10 minutes to set up. It just wouldn't have looked very good. But when it comes to setting up like your full body, you have to configure your trackers. You have to like configure each individual tracker. You have to make sure that it's still being detected by your base stations and all that stuff. It can take several hours. And that's how long it took me. It took me several hours only for it to just stop working. So what doesn't work is my trackers right now. I need to get better trackers. I'm not gonna lie, the ones that I have, like, they're supposed to be good, but they just don't agree very well with my room. I've been trying to use them for the past several weeks, and it isn't working. It's fine, though. It is what it is. But when it comes to, like, setting up 3D streams, there's, like, a whole process to it. So it's not as simple as, like, oh, well, backup plan, I'll just set this up in 5 minutes. Because if I did that, then this whole stream would just be you looking at my start screen and then me cursing in the background while I try to get things set up. And I don't think people would really like that. Yeah, and that's the thing about 3D is that, like, there are lots of guides out there, but at the end of the day, it all depends on your environment, what the equipment that you have, all the stuff you have access to. And a lot of the equipment that they have for 3D VTubing specifically is very niche. These gloves I had to order from Japan, and they work great. It's just, I can't just use these. Like, I can't just use my normal tracking setup and then use my gloves. I need to put my VR headset on, and then I need to put my trackers on, and then I need to get my controllers on. It's a whole process. So, for those of you that are stopping by, this was supposed to be a VR chat stream, but we're just hanging out in a hot tub now. So are the hand trackers you got defective or other trackers? So I'm gonna give a very, very brief and succinct recap. My hand trackers are fine. My issue is my other trackers that I've had for the past, like, several months that used to work just great and are now refusing to work. So that's the problem. The problem is that, like, I can my hands work, but now the rest of my body doesn't work, which is funny because I expected the hand tracking to be the least difficult to set up. But now it's just my full body doesn't work. And to be honest, I really could have just streamed from VR chat. But then I would have made my model look bad because I wouldn't have had all my stuff set up. It would have looked really janky and really weird. And I think I owe it to the 3D modeler who put all of his time and effort into setting this up to make the model look as good as possible. Because if I'm, like, walking around saying, like, oh yeah, V Custom 3D made my model, and I'm making it look like shit because of my own technical incompetence, I'd feel bad. I'd feel very bad. Indeed. I'm surprised there's not a software-only solution that uses cameras only for tracking. So, there is. And I can show you how it looks like. It looks terrible. It looks fucking awful. I would show you how it looks like, but I can't do that without ruining the settings that I currently have. But basically, there's a setting where I can just have my tracking all from my webcam. It looks like shit. I would be, like, super static and wiggling and woggling around. My mouth would barely work. And every time I raised my hands, it would, like, you would see, like, there wouldn't be even, like, a smooth movement. There wouldn't be any smooth movement. It would literally just go from, like, where my hands are right now, and then suddenly it's in the sky. Like, are you guys familiar with Xbox Connect? Like, do you remember Xbox Connect? You remember that? That's how good the tracking is. Like, this might even be worse. Using webcam to track yourself in 3D, it's even worse than Connect. I was trying it out because I was like, okay, well, I might as well try out all the options. So I tried several options. The webcam one was the worst looking one. It looked so bad. Like, this is the best looking I can make this look. Unfortunately. Base station tracking, IMU tracking, webcam tracking. That's so true. So my issue is, the trackers that I have, this is such a boring conversation, I'm so sorry. This is not gonna be fun for anybody except for the people that like VR. But, the trackers that I have are the Vive Ultimate trackers. And the thing with the Vive Ultimate trackers is they don't require a base station. Base stations are basically what captures the signal from the trackers that you use. And the allure of the Vive Ultimate trackers is that they don't need base stations. You can just, like, configure them in and of themselves. You can just use the tracker, you don't have to install base stations. But I tried using them today, and they just blatantly refused to work. They were fully charged, just blatantly refused to work. Despite working all the other times I've tried to set it up. This always happens to me. Thank you for the gift to special interest. They stopped working today! And I have no idea why. They legit just refused to track. They refused to censor. Every time they would be sensed by my software, they would turn off. I'm pretty sure at one point my software called me stupid. It was bad. Legit just hates me. This is why innovation is slow in the VTuber sphere. Every time you want to try and do cool things, technology refuses. It just refuses. It's so fucking awkward. You could always give the tundras a try. So what I'm doing is I'm probably gonna save, like, what I'm planning on saving up for is an Xsense, like, mocap suit. And to get, like, experts to help me configure my room into a 3D space that is suitable for 3D streaming. And my intention behind that is because I have a lot of experience with Vive trackers. I've used a lot of trackers. I've used Mokopi, I've used Vive, I've used Tundras, I've used a lot of different trackers. And, I don't have access to anything other than my Vives now because I sold everything, which I kind of regret because those worked way better than my Vives. My Vives just don't work right now. So, it is expensive, but I have multiple use cases for it because I am not only a VTuber, but I'm also a LewDtuber, so being able to move in my anime mech suit will be very, very useful. I do, like my goal is like the full range of movement. It really is my goal, because I think that that's the best way I can say thank you to not only my 3D modeler, but the people that have put their support in me for the past several years. You have questions that should not be asked on Twitch? Oh no. Oh gee. But yeah. Yes, I want to be able to floss. I want to be able to floss. I want to be able to like hit the gritty. I want you to be able to see all that stuff. I want you to be able to see all that stuff. So yeah, unfortunately, because my trackers decided to die today, you get this, which is not terrible, you know? I can still lean in. Can I do a flip? Not without exposing my whole ass to you. This is still nice. I'm sorry, I've been ranting about 3D for the past 20 minutes. I didn't even get to say hello to you guys. Hi. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a great day. The 3D streams you did before were very fun. I hope you can get it to work at some point. That is my goal. I was hoping to have this be my big 3D reveal stream where I'm like, oh yeah, look at all this cool stuff I can do. And I've been testing it the past few days and it worked fine. And today, just no. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. The universe actually doesn't want you guys to see me in full motion. And maybe that's for the best. But when did I ever listen to the universe? Yeah. Not to pester you with the timeline. Don't worry, I have my own self-imposed timelines. Do you think we'll get 3D motions before 2026? I can't promise you anything. All I can promise you is that as much as I don't mind being scuffed, I don't want to give promises I can't keep. What I will promise you is that I am working on it every day to make sure that I can find a solution that is satisfactory for all of our needs. That sounds so corporate. I'm so sorry, but that's exactly what I mean. I wanna debut it when it all looks right. Even if it's a little scuffed, I'll take it. But I'm telling you, earlier, I couldn't even keep my body upright. The tracking was actually tweaking. I would have had to stream with Allie's head between her legs, looking at you from the other side. That's how bad it was. I could not keep her upper torso up. She kept looking between her legs. I know you're just oh, ayo, sus, whatever. But it was bad. It didn't look hot at all. It looked terrible. It looked terrible. Adam Savage showed a hand tracking system for an animatronic that worked insanely well called Malmus that looked promising for VR. I'm very familiar with what you're talking about. So the way that my 3D modeler described VR and just like motion capture to me in general is that there are two kinds of motion capture. The most advanced kind of motion capture that you'll see for like a streamer and streaming use would be close to like Code Miko. Code Miko is a great example of that. Like basically the upper echelon, pretty much the highest you can imagine to get for streaming with VR. But when it comes to motion capture for like movies and stuff like that, that requires a whole different setup. It's a whole completely different thing. So, yeah. A lot of it is the real-time factor. A lot of it is also just, as a streamer, you only really have like one or at most two PCs really, unless you're real fancy with it. If you're gonna be using a freaking movie studio setup, that's gonna burn the shit out of your PC. That's too much. That's too much. And it's really just not built for streaming. So, unfortunately as a pleb, I wish I could describe this in more depth, but I'm basically just relaying what my 3D modeler told me in a very shitty way. That shit would turn my PC into a fire hazard. Yes. Did you end up finding the whole Fortnite tournament thing out? Yes, I figured it out with my manager. Apparently it's really easy to host a Fortnite tournament, so I am probably gonna be hosting that, like, I'm thinking probably Sunday next week. So it's probably gonna be Sunday next week. Signups I'll release this Sunday so that I can give people exactly a week, and also to make sure that like the forum is okay, but yeah. The Fortnite tournament is gonna be solos, duos, and Delulu mode. Solos and duos will be done in 0 build. Primarily because not everybody that's gonna be competing is gonna be very well versed in Fortnite. So I think that 0 build is the best way to make the tournament as acceptable and accessible to people as possible. Yeah. As sus as they are, some of the best streamers to look at for smooth movement seem to be the ones who do VR dancing. I know they use a ton of trackers, including hips and stuff. Yes, so, a lot of those streamers that you're talking about that do the VR dancing, a lot of them will be used, like a lot of them in my experience, after talking to them, because some of them are peers, a lot of them use the Mokobi trackers, which are pretty solid. A lot of them also use the Vive, the Vive 3.0 trackers, which I used to have, but then I sold them for some reason. I just really needed to pay something off, so I sold my fucking trackers, and I wasn't using my 3D models, so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll sell these. I know I'm a fool! I regret selling them! I had to pay something off, I'm sorry, but I sold them. They're gone. They worked perfectly, but they're gone. Honestly, I feel like I might as well just buy those ones again because I've had no problem setting those up. Those were great. But these Vive Ultimate trackers, they're ass. They're pure ass. Never using them again. Sorry your 3D won't work today, Allie. I believe it will work in the future. I think so too. Thanks for stopping by, Jack. It's not really a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Cause I've set it up before. I know how to do it. So it's really a matter of just when. And I'll be sure to let you guys know. Honestly, I could probably get it working. I probably could get it working within this year. Like, it's really not very difficult, especially if I just order the old trackers that I used to use. That really shouldn't be too difficult at all. So for 1.0, I used I think it was like 3 Vive. I used 3 Vive 3.0 trackers and 2 base stations. But for this one, I'm probably gonna have to use like I'm probably gonna use like 6 Vive 3.0 trackers. That's what I'm planning on. I'm probably gonna use like 7 or 6 because I want to have one for both my elbows, 1 for my waist, 2 for my knees, and then 2 for my feet. And I've looked into feet tracking. I'm not gonna be getting elaborate toe tracking or anything like that. That's not something I'm looking into. I have very basic feet tracking. It'll be enough to step, but I'm not gonna I don't think individual toe tracking exists. That's not something I'm looking into at all. No! Here's the funny thing. I got my hand tracking working today, but I can't use it without everything else on VR chat. So like, that fucking sucks. Like, the hand tracking really was what I was most worried about. For feet tracking, you can hire Hideo Kojima. Yeah, because I totally have him on speed dial. I'll just be like, yo, Kojima, could you hook me up with that advanced VTuber foot tracking? No. Can you do hand capture for hand cam streams? Okay, so, great question. I honestly probably can. That's a great point. My only reason why I wouldn't do that is because the gloves themselves, I'd probably need to get like another pair of gloves over them just because if I tried touching things with these gloves, they're really sensitive. Probably wear out the fabric or something. That's a great question, and that's something that I've been looking into as well. I think that could be really fun. Yeah. This stream was supposed to be a hangout stream. It just turned into least qualified anime girl gives you advice on something she barely knows how to do herself. Least qualified anime girl gives you VR advice. This is fine. It's fine. Don't you worry. Nothing's off topic. This is just a hangout stream. Have you played Until Dawn on stream before? Nope. I've been trying to get rid of that line. It's bothering me too. Okay, there it is. Okay. There you go. The line is gone. The line is gone. This is the content I came for. If you're giving advice, then how do I do my taxes? Well, if you're Canadian, I can help you. But if you're not Canadian, then tough luck, I guess. Just do it on TurboTax, man. That's where I do it. That's where I do it. You should play Dispatch. It's a trending game right now. I can play it next week. Why not? Why not? Can you help me season my tofu? Absolutely. You should go for like a miso glaze. You should mix some soy sauce, mirin, some miso paste, some brown sugar, maybe a dash of dashi powder, maybe a little bit of water. Just mix it together and then just like pour it over your tofu while you're frying it up. That sounds pretty yummy wummy. It's not stuff I have handy, but I'll hit up the grocery store soon. Dude, if you want to make like 90% of Japanese cuisine, buy mirin, miso paste, like dashi stock, or like, you know, like you can make your dashi like from scratch, but I prefer to just use like dashi granules. And like soy sauce, and you're fine. Yeah, that's like the vast majority of Japanese cuisine. Yeah. He's a real chef. I'm really not. I'm just very used to cooking for myself. I had to cook for other people, like when my parents and family visited. And it was... It was tough. It wasn't awful. It was really fun. It just made me think, man, how do people do this every day? Because I'm so used to cooking for myself and having like a little, like knowing exactly how much I need to eat, so estimating how much other people eat is kind of difficult, I would say. Have you tried spam musubi? It's freaking delicious. I fucking love spam musubi. Back when I was in university, there was this one girl on my dorm floor during my first year who would make spam musubi for everybody on the floor, and she would drop one off and like, you know, just go like, good luck. And it was really sweet of her. Damn, did you marry her? Do I look like... No. You should have kept in touch. I have her Instagram, but like, yeah, that was really fucking sweet. That was really fucking sweet. Hi, sorry, I live in Europe, so I can't usually watch your lives, but I still love your content. Bro, I'm just grateful that you're here. I don't care if you're a VOD watcher, or if you only watch like YouTube videos, or if you only like listen to one of my audios once a year. You are equally valued. Yeah. Spam musubi wife. I'm pretty sure she got married recently. Like, that's one thing that's been fucking me up, is I'm at that age where, like, my friends are getting married, and I'm getting, like, invitations to people's weddings. It's fucking me up. It's making me feel weird. It's like... I'm not 30! I'm 3,000. I'm not 30. Slide into her DMs for more spam. Didn't I just say she's married? She's married. Yeah. Is 3,030 in dragon years? No, I'm not 30. I'm not 30. Not that there's anything bad with being 30. Like, what are you making me say right now? I am... 3,000 is early 20s in dragon years. That's all you need to know. I don't know the conversion. I just made it up in my head. Because I have free will. I'm not 29. No. I'm whatever age you want me to be. That is above the age of 18. Okay? Moving along. Anyway. I was on one of my friend's streams earlier, just giving her some support. Her chat is so nice to her. I was like, aw. So that's what it's like. They were all like, aw, it's okay. Don't give up. You're so great. We love you. That's a lie. No chat is nice. Hers is pretty nice. Definitely paid chatters. Shut up. Shut up. I don't even pay my chatters. I don't think anybody should be paying their chatters. People should be here out of the joy of their heart. I guess chat really does get meaner to you after you hit the 30 mark. I'm not 30! I'm not 30! What's making you think that I'm 30? Oh my god. Thanks for the 50 gift subs, Father Bethlehem. Thank you. What the fuck? Thank you so much. Welcome back. How you doing? How you been? Thank you so much. See, this chatter thinks you're 50. No, that's not... No. If I was Cuddlekin, I'd be like, oh, you should gift as many subs as, like, the age you think I am. Or something like that. She'd be like, how old do you think I am? You should give that many subs to me. But thank you, I really appreciate it. Do not feed into that. I'm not. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not that rich. Anyway, the number of weddings that I've been invited to is crazy for being in my early 20s. I grew up Christian with a very Christian background, so a lot of people are no. Well, thank you for thinking I'm 23. I'll take it. Thank you, Papa November. Thank you. Lower bound established? What the fuck do you mean? Who's cleaning a window? Sorry, that's just how I laugh. I sound like a teapot. Thank you. And you guys, if you just got gifted a sub, please remember to say thank you to the gifters. I'm sure they would really appreciate it. Christian University to Ringed by Spring Pipeline is real. That's so true. I didn't go to a Christian university, but like I grew up with a lot of Christians, and the reason I brought that up was because like a lot of them get married really early. And I think I know why. A lot of Christians get married early because they want to shaboing the boing boing. Because they're like, fuck, I can't fuck until marriage. I might as well get married now. Like, that's the unspoken thing here. Is that, like, Christian families in general, like, my family, they're like, you can get married whenever the fuck you want. And I'm like, about that. Says the girl that spends most of her time in her room. It's like... It's like, they want you to get married super early and they don't mind if you just get married. But like, I guess the unspoken thing there is like, the sooner you get married, the sooner you can give them grandkids. Yeah, like they just get married. Like a lot of, I know a lot of people in my life that got married as soon as they turned 18. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Question, do you even want kids? Someday. Someday. I mean, I'm still thinking about it. Someday. Who knows? I can be trusted with another human being's life. A little Allie in 2015. I don't know, maybe. It's not really something I'm thinking about right now. Why would you need kids when you have chat? That's such a good point. That's such a great point. Though to be fair, I feel like my dynamic with chat is it yo-yos between me feeling like I'm babysitting chat and me feeling like chat is babysitting me. But I'm also teaching you guys how to read, so I guess it's majority me babysitting you. I guess. Babysitting each other, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Allie, you shouldn't start talking about kids. The mommy lovers are gonna start coming out of the woodworks. Oh, speaking of, did you know that yesterday was National Mommy Day? It was National Mommy Day yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, I keep tabs on that. So 2 days ago, oh right, because some of you are already in Halloween. Wow, that's crazy. Happy Halloween to the people down under. Hello. Hello. Hello, Build-A-Bear. Alice, welcome in. How you doing? How you been? Hello. As a 27-year-old, most of my friends are getting married and having kids. I am here playing Hollow Knight and watching stream in my room alone. You know what? I bet a lot of them are wishing that they had the free time to do exactly what you're doing right now. We live in a world where you have more choice than ever before. So you should grasp that opportunity and not let yourself get peer pressured by what everybody else is doing. Like, for one, I'm not even thinking about, like, things like the kids and all that stuff. I got too much shit I want to do. I feel like you should do stuff for yourself first, before you have kids. You should have kids when you feel like, you know, you're satisfied with where you are. Because otherwise it's gonna build resentment. You're gonna look at your kid and think, man, instead of having this kid, I could have traveled the world. I could have saved up more money so that I could be a little bit more comfortable. That sort of thing. And that's really sad. Not a lot of people get that choice, unfortunately, but if you do have the choice, you should absolutely take that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. A lot of things are getting automodded right now. I wonder why. What's your type? Sweet? Nice to me? I don't know. I've always found that a very strange question. Sweet? Nice to me? I don't fucking know. I guess that's the reason why I got automodded. It's crazy. Nice to me? The bar's a bit low. Listen. It might sound big forearms. Okay, fine. You want me to get specific? I don't even know how to get specific. Raise the bar. I don't know. Nice to me. Nice to me and breathes. Nice to me. I don't know. Breathes, not breeds. My goodness. Ugh. You're in a bathtub chat. Expect very odd chats tonight. You know what? Fair. I mean, I'm weird too. I literally just did this because I wanted an excuse to put my model in a swimsuit. It's literally the only reason. Is a heartbeat mandatory? No. So you know how I had a collab on Tuesday with Celadon? She said something that really struck a chord in me. She called herself a robot fucker. And you know what? I thought about it a bit more to myself and I was like, I think I might be one of those too. So honestly, robots, completely in consideration. I'm down to date a robot. Expected behavior from you? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? What did I have for dinner? I haven't had dinner yet, but I'm probably gonna make chicken gnocchi soup for dinner. Aren't you already a robot fucker? I feel like I've considered and dabbled with the idea in my mind before. But talking about that with Celadon really put it in my brain that I might actually genuinely be a robot fucker. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, you do have all those toys. You're basically halfway there. You know that meme that was going around where people were like, oh, by 2025, the vast majority of women are gonna be dating robots. And I guess that's technically true. Because the vast majority of women, like, a lot of women are opting out of relationships because they have rose toys. They have rose toys and audios and therapy and like a robust network of friends. And it's like, oh, okay. So you can like take your time. They also have AI boyfriends. Well, I don't really support AI boyfriends. AI is kind of really bad for the environment. But, you know, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna want like to have an AI boyfriend, you might as well just play Love in Deep Space. It's nicer to the environment. You joined at a weird time. There's no other time you can join my stream where I'm not talking about something weird. Let's be real. Let's be real. It sounds like a new audio idea is in the works. Female mad scientist makes a robot BF. You know, it's funny you mentioned that because I've already done that audio. I've already done that audio before. But it's not available on, it's on my Patreon. It was kind of that. It was, female mad scientist makes the ultimate toy. Like, you know, like that kind of toy. Yeah. So I guess I can make it a sequel where she's like, you know what, maybe this toy should be a person. So she turns it into her boyfriend. That's probably what it should be. Allie's always ahead of the curve. Honestly, I feel like I've already made an audio on the vast majority of things at this point. There's nothing I haven't done. Not that I can really talk about that in much depth here, but I have been around. I have been around for quite some time. I have. I've been around for quite some time. Hey, Allie, have you heard about the robot servant named Neo? Why? Can it be a boyfriend? Can it be a robot boyfriend? Though I guess if it's a robot, you could, like, if it's a robot and you're bisexual, you can turn the robot into your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You can make it both. That's pretty awesome. Robots are awesome. I should make a robot boyfriend. That sounds great. Yeah. That can be a whole stream. We're gonna... That's kind of cool. Yeah. You keep saying that you've been around for a long time. Doesn't that make you old? No. When I say I've been around doing stuff as Alekirser for a long time, I mean like 4 years. It's been 4 years. And in the VTubing space, that's a long time. In the grand scheme of things, 4 years is nothing. It's nothing. It's like 20 in VTuber years. Yeah, I mean, like like technically I've only been a VTuber for 3 years as of next month. Next month is my 3rd year anniversary as a VTuber. It's still a long time. I mean, in those 3 years, I've seen a lot of people graduate. I've seen a lot of people go away. A lot of people turn into corpo VTubers, back to indie VTubers, that whole thing. With your efficiency, you've done a lot in 4 years. I'd like to think so. I mean, even 2025 has been a really big year for me. Unexpectedly. I thought your 3rd year anniversary was last month. So, my 3rd year streaming anniversary is July 2025. But my 3rd year VTuber anniversary is November 2025. November 2025. Because I debuted my VTuber model on November 29th, 2002. 2022. Not 2002. Yeah. Just nearly died choking on coke a few minutes ago. Now I'm watching an Alekirser stream. Weird world. By coke you mean like the drink, right? I have to clarify now because I used to have a roommate that did some crazy stuff. I've seen some crazy stuff in that bathroom I used to share with her. Anyway, don't specify. I don't want to know. What's important is that you're here and no longer choking. I do not want to know. What does VTuber graduation even mean? That's a great question. So VTuber graduation is basically... It's a concept that is derived from Japanese idol culture. And in Japanese idol culture, when somebody graduates, it means that they are retiring from their activities. So a VTuber graduation is a VTuber retiring, basically. Yep. And then you play their graduation song. See ya, Nikki. Thanks for stopping by for scuffed hot tub time. I really appreciate it. I mean, I think this looks pretty good. I mean, like, you know, like the background's in motion and it's nighttime. Like, it looks pretty good. Yeah, stand up more. Okay. Whoa. Woo! I hope you never graduate, Ali. If there's one thing about me, it's that I'm incredibly stubborn. So they're gonna have to force me out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she breasted boobily in the tub. Speaking of stubborn, have you been going to the gym? Mm-hmm. I'm actually, one of my projects that I'm gonna do after I get my 3D room set up is I wanna start, like, saving up for, like, a home gym. Because I've kind of just been doing, I want to be able to, like, have, like, heavy-duty equipment and stuff instead of having to, like, go some other place for it. Workout streams? Are y'all trying to turn me into Amaranth or something? Yeah, I want to get, like, a rowing machine. That'd be really nice to have. I love rowing. I do not want to be Amaranth, don't worry. What's the max bench? My goodness. Y'all keep asking about my stats. Earlier today, my chat kept asking me, like, Ali, what do you deadlift? Baba baba BBB. We need your 3 big numbers. I'll give you a big number. Give you a big number. Breasts boobily on the screen. The way you say absolutely tickles the right part of my brain. Well, I'm glad you think so. You need my 3 big numbers: 500 kilograms, 1,000 kilograms, 2,000 kilograms. That big enough for you? So it's you! You're the small and stinky little girl failure from Twitter that's extremely bratty and cute. Well, that's definitely a description. I'm not stinky. I smell excellent. That's your first message on the channel, too. I mean, to be fair, that description you just gave could apply to, like, at least 100 different VTubers. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific, first-time chatter. But no, I'm not a girl failure. I'm a girl winner. And I smell excellent. I smell exquisite. Thank you very much. I'm also literally in a hot tub right now, so... yeah. I'm a girl winner. I hustle. I'm a homeowner. I'm a business owner. I do a lot of really cool things. Get out of there. Mm-hmm. I'm a girl winner. A woman winner. Yeah. Yeah. When is the hot tub jacuzzi stream? We're doing it right now. We're doing it right now. Don't you see? I'm literally in a hot tub right now. It's not what I wanted, but it's all I can do. Are you drunk? No. I know it might come as a surprise to some of you, but I've never done any of my streams inebriated or under the influence of anything. Like, I haven't even ever done a stream high. Like, I'm just, this is my default. It's just, and then she gets drunk after stream. I just have a lot of whimsy. Am I sure? I feel like I know if I was drunk and or high. She's just short. The fuck is that supposed to mean? What does that have to do with anything? Is it because short people are more whimsical? I don't know. Yeah, like, I think the closest that I've ever been to under the influence of anything is, like, kind of, like, sugar rushed. Because I, like, ate a lot of chocolate one stream. If you're under 5'5", you're basically a fairy. I really am. I really am. Yeah. I will say this. I have a pretty high tolerance for substances. Higher than people would expect. You know, that's what I would say. Yeah, I have a pretty high tolerance. Zaza Cursor. I don't really like drinking or like taking like substances very often. Yeah, I'm just built different. Allie uses substances. Oh no, my self-made images of her. I don't really like to refer to them as like substances. Like sometimes I'll take a funny gummy. Like every several months or so. I don't really do it very often. Cause I don't like the idea of, like contrary to popular belief, I like to believe that I'm in pretty good control of myself. Yeah, like I'll take a funny gummy, but everybody takes a funny gummy, you know? Everybody needs their funny gummy sometimes. Yeah. Most people don't say substances. I have a strange vocabulary. My bad. But I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. Flintstones, vitamins. Do I know what tech decks are? I played with them one stream. They were fun. I'm not very good at it. I might actually be able to find you a clip of me playing with tech decks. Actually, no, I'm not supposed to. No phones in the hot tub. We are vibing. No phones in the hot tub. We are vibing. We are appreciating each other's company. The line is back. No, it's gone. It's gone. What do you mean? The line is gone. Plans for Halloween. I certainly have plans for Halloween. I certainly have plans for Halloween. She's gooning. No, I'm not. No phones in the hot tub. Put that down. I will literally chuck that into the next little onsen, like, build whole thing. I'll literally chuck it behind me. Don't test me. I will chuck it away. Do you have any plans for No Goon November? No! I don't. I fully intend on gooning all throughout November. I'm not gonna let a month dictate when I can or can't goon. 'Cause I have free will. I am a character, not an NPC. I'm a playable character, not an NPC. I do not need No Nut November. I will exercise my free will as an adult to goon as I please. As the father of November, I proclaim this one non-stop Nut November. Get as many out as you can this year. Yay! As many as you can. Yippee! Awesome. Allie, can you please say it's Clobberin' time like the thing from Marvel Rivals? I've never played Marvel Rivals, but I can say it's Clobberin' time. It's Clobberin' time. There you go. You shouldn't goon. There goes one full generation. That's crazy. Oh, that reminds me of a scene from Legally Blonde. Nobody's really gonna get this reference unless they're based and watched Legally Blonde before, but there was this one scene where they were debating a case, and the main character's shitty ex-boyfriend was arguing that, like, a man had, like, I think it was like a man could legally request visitation rights to their kid, even if they're just like a sperm donor or something like that. And then, like, the protagonist rebutted against that, saying like, well, if that's the case, then what about all the other sperm that he's released into the world? Can you term every time that he's masturbated like reckless abandonment or something like that? Now that's a lost generation. I was just thinking about that scene. Granted, Legally Blonde is like, it's very much a satirical movie written by people that think they know what law school is like. But it's a really fun movie. I think about that all the time. I love goofy movies like that. Do you guys have any goofy movie recommendations? Have you ever succeeded with No Nut November? No, because it's a terrible idea. I can understand overcoming an addiction. Everything's good in moderation, but like, taking like a whole month and denying yourself for no reason. Like, I don't know, just goon responsibly. Just goon responsibly. Do you know that No Nut November has increased the risk of prostate cancer? Do you see? Do you see what you're doing to your prostates, chat? What a terrible, terrible month. What game are you playing next? On Sunday, I'm gonna be playing... Fuck, what was I doing on Sunday again? I forgot. Shit. I was doing something on Sunday. I don't have access to my schedule right now. I forgot. Quarantine Zone. I'm gonna be playing Quarantine Zone. It's horror night. Yeah. Most prepared VTuber. I operate on vibes and whimsy. My memory is non-existent. Yeah. How about instead of No Nut November, we have a Goonathon? You guys can do whatever you want. That's your own business. I can't encourage that activity on Twitch. I can't encourage that activity on Twitch. That is your own personal business. If you need help with a Goonathon, check Ali's socials. Yippee! Yay! That's fun. Welcome in, $2 microwave. You just got here? Well, I will tell you something. You already have the best opening of all the first-time chatters that have started chatting today. We've gotten some real strange first-time chats this stream. I can't even lie. I love your shameless plugs. You gotta be able to rep yourself. Because if you can't rep yourself, you can't expect anybody else to rep you. You think he beat out that first-time chatter that called you stinky? I'd say so, because I feel like this is a good first-time chat. You hop on the streamer's stream, and you're like, hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Yeah. Like, you know, be nice. Sometimes it's okay to be nice. Yeah. Or you can just start chatting. That's fine. There you go. How are you doing? I hope you have a good day. There we go. Good job, first time chatter. Soru 0_0. You are officially a legend in my eyes. Thank you. Have you ever heard of Guilty Gear? I've played it a few. I played Guilty Gear Strive on stream before. I liked it. It was fun. I just try not to play fighting games on stream anymore because of my poor hands and also my poor tendency to rage at video games. That is something I'm putting behind me. Hello, Avalanche Rose. Hello. Thank you for the gift sub to Soru, our legendary chatter. Thank you, Frog Jeans 96. What a legendary chatter. Thank you, I Can of Beans. You almost got there. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. This chat is becoming too positive. No, it's not. I like it. I like it this way. This is how it's supposed to be. Just because there's an influx of positivity in my chat doesn't mean I started paying chatters to be nice to me. That's not what's happening. You should call him a good boy. He deserves it, Allie. Listen. I'd only ever call one person good boy. And that's the puppy that I'm gonna be getting soon. That's the golden retriever I'm getting soon. Yeah, for real, for real. I have a bunch of life updates to give you guys, actually. I'm planning on getting a puppy. I don't have it yet, but I'm gonna. I messaged the owners that are giving them away, and I'll be able to meet up with them soon enough. At the moment, I only have a cat, but I'm really excited to get a puppy. Yeah, they're giving them away. Yes. Make sure to adopt and not buy from a breeder. Yeah, I'm gonna be adopting the puppy. Yeah. The cat's gonna hate you. Actually, the thing is, it's best to get a puppy and not like a full-grown dog when you're trying to introduce a dog to your house with a cat, because that way the puppy and the cat can grow up together, and it avoids the typical, like, I would say, prey instinct that dogs often have when they're surrounded by cats. So it's good to have them grow together. It's good for them to get used to each other's presence. And actually, I would say that the dynamic between a big dog and a small cat can be pretty wholesome, based on my observations and personal experiences. Can we name the dog Big Dog? Well, my cat's name is Cat, so the dog's name has to be Cat too. It'll be Cat and Cat too. Yeah. Hello, here from Sala. Welcome in. How you doing? How you been? Saladon's the best. We love Saladon here. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Cat 2. Then I'll get another cat, and I'll name it Dog. That's the right course of action here. Have you talked to Celadon recently about future stuff? We've talked since then. It's definitely gonna be a thing where we collab again. It's just a matter of setting it up. But she's very nice. It was very fun. There's no way your cat's name is Cat. It is. Because I have free will. I have free will. Welcome in, Malhai Dragon. Very, very happy to have you. Don't be too nice to me, otherwise my chat's gonna think you're a paid chatter. Yeah. They don't need to talk, they're goo-nected. They know each other's thoughts. So goo-nected, for real, for real. I do not pay my chatters. My chatters are here out of their own volition, okay? That is fake news. No, I will not start paying you if you start being nice to me. That's not how it works. You see, you can just be nice to people for the sake of being nice to them. You can just be nice to people. Instead of naming the second cat Dog, you should name it Inu. It's dog in Japanese. But I can also just call it Dog. I feel like naming it Dog would be fun. Cat, Cat 2, and Dog. D-O-G-G. Yeah. I had another update that I wanted to share. Oh yes. Well, there are a bunch of updates, but one of them I can't really share on Twitch, so I'm not going to. Thank you for the gift sub to Guys at Weeaboo, Father Bethlehem. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, I'm currently trying to get the Alekirser website set up again. I kind of gave up last year, but I wanna keep working at it. Because something I've learned is that having a personal website is very valuable. And when people are being annoying and they're like, where can I find you? What happened to this site? What happened to that site? If you just have your own website, you can just be like, go on my website, you know? Like, just go on alekirser.com. Easy. So easy. Just be like, go on alekirser.com. Yeah. So what I'm intending for is for it to be like a hub for all of my links. I want to be able to host audio on there as well, because I have a lot of audio roleplays. It would be nice to have like a single repository for all the ones that I have for free on, like, you know, the ones that I have out for free. It would just be very convenient. And this is just a website that, like, it's just a website for anybody to access. It's just for people to be able to find me, so it's not gonna be like paywalled or anything. It's just a hub for all of my free stuff. Yeah. I think it's harder to set up a site that hosts audio, which it is, but like at the same time I find there's a lot of value in it. And it also avoids like 90% of the questions I get every day, like, where do I find this audio? Where do I find that audio? What happened to this audio? What happened to that audio? It's like, I've made hundreds. It's a little hard to keep track of all of them, so I might as well have one hub where people can just go on there, and that way I can start ignoring those questions. They're still gonna ask, but at the very least, if I have a website where I can just point people at, I have enough leverage to just, you know, not have to deal with it anymore. A robust tag search feature would be really awesome. That's what I'm thinking too. Like, really, it's a big project, but I think it would pay a lot of dividends, and that's why I kind of sicked my manager on it. I was like, you help me figure this out. Will the site have a sick fire gif and a little cartoon man that says under construction? It could, while it's still being made. Technically, alekirser.com is still up and running. Because here's a trick for you guys. Content creator tip. People generally don't like spending time looking for things. In an economy, like in a world where the attention economy is as strict and competitive as ever, the more accessible you can make things and the easier you can make things to find, the better. People don't want to have to search and scroll through things. If people can just find things by clicking on something, then there's that. You know? You should have a web ring and a visitor counter. What's a web ring? Visitor counter I can glean from what, like, yeah, it counts visitors, but I don't know if I know what a web ring is. Web ring. Am I supposed to know what that is? You should buy all the misspellings of your domain and have them route to Alekirser. Wait, help me come up with some common misspellings of my name. There's Alekirser, Alekirser. There's so many. I'll buy all of them, as many as I can buy, and then I'm gonna have all of them reroute to alekirser.com. Oh, so the website's gonna be like hard? Exactly. So, the way that I was pitching it to Manager-san, Mello, is I want the website to be like Card, but better. I want it to do what Card does, but obviously with more. So it would be a repository, an archive. It would have access to like everything. It's like the one-stop hub. So that's what I'm intending for it to be like. Alekirser, girl kisser. I don't think that's a very common misspelling of my name. Dang, you're just getting that guy to do everything for you? That's what having a manager does! That's what paying a manager does! You give them stuff to do! That's how it works. It's almost like that's his job that I pay him to do! So you guys don't want to make the people that I hire work? God forbid my manager manages things. I was watching a clip from Contail earlier where she was talking about how, like, ever since the situation that happened a few months back, everybody's like, oh, VTuber manager, more like boyfriend, more like husband, right? Like, that's a very common, like, joke and bit nowadays. And I found it funny because apparently when she asked her manager if, like, he would date her, he was like, hell nah. And I feel like that's, like, the dynamic that you should have with your employer. Like, that's how it should be. Like, they should be like, hell nah. I've seen your neurotic ass. Like, that's exactly what I want. Like, if I... Like, yeah, like, I want the reaction to be like, ew, no, or like, please, God, put me out of my misery. That is the exact reaction that I need. Because as soon as you employ somebody that has, like, feelings for you, the dynamic gets weird, and it just fucks everything over, I'd imagine. So no, I want employees who find me, like, who respect me as, like, as a business owner, but who find me absolutely atrocious as, like, a person, you know? Like, that's my goal. Yeah. Like, they need to find me, like, annoying to be around. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I would say. I want their reaction to be, fuck no. That's what I would say. Mean little 30-year-old Asian lady. I'm not 30! My God. I hope that doesn't start becoming a thing. When I actually turn 30, we can have a celebration on stream. Shout out Auntie. We can have the auntification stream. Allie becomes an official auntie when I turn 30. It'll be a really fun event. MILF age. I don't think there's an age for MILF. MILF is more of an energy. Like, I know a lot of, like, mid-20s girls that carry themselves like a 49-year-old woman. I feel like MILF is an energy. It's not specifically an age. Because I've also seen the opposite. One of my aunts, she's absolutely like that cool single wine aunt kind of vibe. She couldn't be further from like hag. Like, she acts and composes herself like a 20-year-old. So I treat her like a 20-year-old. Yeah. I'd say Vex and Zolan are the only people who have done the manager spouse thing right. I think the reason why they do it right is because they're transparent about it. Like, it works because they're transparent about it, and it's like her whole shtick is she's like mommy VTuber, you know? And she's like an actual like mom with kids. Like, it's almost like things work better when you're just transparent about it. I don't know. That's what I've noticed. Yeah. That's what I would say. Like, that's the healthiest way to do it, I would say. They were also, like, together before they entered the VTuber sphere, so her becoming a VTuber was absolutely probably like a conversation that they had with each other, you know? So that's healthy. That's healthy. Like, they probably got into it together. Yeah. How do we get here? I'm like the least qualified to be talking about this shit. I'm in my early 20s. When do I start becoming cool? Well, if you're not cool now, you're not gonna be cool in the future. Just embrace it. Nobody's cool. Everybody's a dork. Just embrace it. I mean, I'm not cool. I'm not cool. I don't have Riz. I'm awkward. I'm literally playing with Legos right now as we speak. I know I said no phones in the hot tub, but I didn't say no Legos. Yeah. I like leaning in. I'm gonna keep leaning in. See, we're still pretty 3D. Ooh. She's a lean girly. Hee. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Hold on. What the fuck? What the fuck? What is that? What is that? Ugh, I'm getting out of there. Oh, sorry, that's a green bean. It fell down during dinner. Oh my god. I can barely see what I'm looking at. What is that? What the fuck? I have to get like my glasses or like a magnifying glass or something. What the hell? Stop looking up a green bean. I don't wear glasses. All the other people in my family wear glasses, but I don't. I just have really good vision, I guess. Could I? Unfortunately, no. I have 20/20 vision. I have very good vision. One of my brothers, actually, funny story about him. He started wearing glasses in university because he wanted to look quirky. Like, he wanted to look more approachable. He didn't actually need glasses. He wore, like, aesthetic glasses. And then he ended up actually needing glasses. I can drag him, it's fine, he's not here. But, like, it's super fucking stupid. He started wearing glasses because he wanted to be more approachable. He wanted to seem more vulnerable and in touch with his feelings for women. Then he fucked up his vision and now he actually has to wear glasses. Thanks for the gifts of Aesthetic Rex. Thank you. Thank you. Cries in terrible eyesight. He took the performative male too seriously. He is the equivalent, he is the definition of performative male. He walks around with a tote bag. He listens to stuff on vinyl. He's got like the black painted nails. Like, he's the definition of one of those guys. Literally the type of guy that I warn my friends against. I'm like, no, I know his flavor. He got the lafufu. He does have a labubu. He does have a labubu, and he does listen to indie rock with his iced matcha. He's everything that I despise. Is he single? God damn it. This is not me trying to set up bro cursor. He has his own issues to deal with. Performative male final boss. I would say like pretty e-boy for sure. So he's just a hipster. I feel like hipster is definitely what he would have been called in like 2013 for sure. You should probably beat him up. Unfortunately, he's like significantly taller than me, so I don't know how well that would work unless I like jab his ankles maybe. Does he do rock climbing? Yes. It does do rock climbing. It does do rock climbing. He is a stereotype. They both are. With the glasses and the freaking, like, the swoopy hair. And the rings. Oh my god, the rings. Don't get me started on the rings. He wears fucking thumb rings. I hate it. You know when guys wear like a lot of rings and they always try to like clench their hands so they can show off the veins to the ladies? There is this one subreddit called r/manhands, and I've had to block it from my feed because the entire subreddit is just a bunch of guys like gripping sheets real tight and like trying to thirst trap by like gripping sheets real tight, and it's like, I don't want to see that. Why am I saying it like that? Because that's what they do, is they grip the sheets real tight. It's just like, ugh. It reminds me of those TikTokers that try to like, they have like those cooking TikTokers that will like try to sexualize cooking. Like I saw a clip of this one dude who was like, he was trying to make bread. He was just trying to make bread. And the whole time he was smacking the dough like it owed him money, or smacking the dough like it was a bad girl. And like he legit like put his face up to the dough and started motorboating it. And that was when I decided to never look at TikTok ever again. It's so bad. Yeah, or they'll be like fingering the inside of a mango, or like putting a lot of like focus on like their fingers and stuff. Like, it's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. I wouldn't like if anybody did that. Doesn't matter who they are. Nobody should be sexualizing food like that. You respect that food. Farmers worked hard for that food. Farmers tilled that soil, planted those seeds, fertilized those seeds. I don't know. Like they put effort into growing that food. You better show it respect. You're definitely using words right now. You said you were gonna nut from a Ragussi video, but okay. Okay, but the thing with Adam Ragassi's videos is that he puts respect on food. And really, that's my tip for you. You don't have to thirst trap. You don't have to do all that. All you have to do is be respectful and have passion and be like a, like a sweet, understanding, locked in guy. And that's okay. Don't disrespect the food. Don't motorboat your dough. Don't finger your mangoes. Please. Food is sexy on its own. It doesn't need your stanky fingers in it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, dog. What about sexy pottery videos? Okay, that's different, okay? There's a difference to that. Like, I don't like it when people sexualize food, but if people are, recording sexy slow-mo pottery videos, that's hot. That's fine. That's fine. That's still, that's I But if you're just, fingering, I wish I could show you an example, but if I did, I would, either get, I don't know, I don't want my feed to have that. And pottery kind of requires you to, finger the pot a bunch. That's just... It's not like they're going out of their way to do it, you know? This conversation, where the fuck are we even going with this? difference here, alright? Allie, you're in a hot tub. You can't say anything. God forbid a girl just wants to chill in her hot tub. God forbid. God forbid. To be fair, Allie, your For You page is literally catered for you, so how did you turn it into food porn? I didn't! It's gone! But like, you know how when you download an app for the first time, your algorithm is still trying to learn who you are as a person. And for some reason, when I installed TikTok for the first time, my app decided that I like inappropriate food making videos, which I don't. So I quickly like swiped out of that side of TikTok, and it's been free of that ever since then. I don't like the allegations that are being thrown around right now. Have I used my IRL Jacuzzi yet? I have not. I have not. I don't appreciate the allegations that are being thrown around on this stream. Thanks for the gift sub to Hates, Livia, Ascended Storm. Thank you. Thank you. And yes, I do have a jacuzzi. When I bought this house, the previous owner left behind the jacuzzi, and it's barely used. So all I need to do is get it set up and filled with water, and I can use it. Yeah. The thing with jacuzzis is they can definitely be high maintenance, but a lot of it is really just like hiring a specialist to clean it and put in the water and the chlorine, and then you're pretty solid. I don't think you have to do it too often. You just sold yours? I can understand that. I just feel like I'm probably going to be using it a bunch. Fair warning, Allie, your jacuzzi is probably going to keep breaking. Yeah, so we'll see how long it lasts, but I do like the novelty of having it. Allie's gonna get a pool boy? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't need a pool boy for a jacuzzi. That's something that like a 49-year-old woman would do. Like, because they're like, you know, they're like mature and like they're sexy and they have money and stuff. Like, that's something they would do. Like, yeah, I'll hire the pool boy. I don't actually do anything with him, but I really like watching him clear the gutters. Or a 30-year-old? No! Can I use your jacuzzi? I've always wanted to use one. Why are you guys just inviting yourself to my house? No, you cannot use my jacuzzi. Party at Allie's house? No! Party at Allie's house video idea? The fuck do you mean? Okay. That's reminding me of like at that point, are you just asking me to become like an IRL streamer or something? I'll do like what that one streamer girl did. I just set up a corner of my house, call it like the slumber party. We'll have slumber party day 50, slumber party day 67. Hang out with Allie, party at her place. No, thank you. We're having a party right now. We're having a party right now. This is a real nice party. Look at that. Like the water's moving and everything. Yeah. I'm going as Alekirser for Halloween. Oh my god, wait. I feel like that's one of my signs that somebody's made it. If somebody cosplays as you, that's a sign that you've made it as a VTuber. And the day that like anybody cosplays as Alekirser, it's gonna make me so happy. Actually, that's a very fun story. Somebody was very close to cosplaying Alekirser. Somebody was very close to cosplaying Alekirser. The cosplayer DM'd me and was like, "Hey, Allie, can I cosplay as you?" I'm a big fan. But, the world is very small. And this person happened to be one of my IRLs. They happened to be one of my friends. One of my friends from high school. And that was very awkward. Because I had to be like, I had to be very subtle and be like, and eventually we got to a point where we realized that we knew each other. And needless to say, what an interesting experience. It's definitely a conversation. I wasn't outed. We kind of did this, like, I kind of did this, like, whole dance where I was like, hey, like, I'm not entirely sure how the conversation led there, but it was basically just a hint of like, hey, did you used to post on X or Y? And she was like, yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, do you remember insert name here? And she was like, yes, and I was like, what if I told you I was her? And it was just really awkward because I was just like, I feel like she should know. I feel like she should know because now I see her all the time, but yeah. I feel like she should know. Is she here right now? No, she's not, but it's funny. It's really funny. A lot of my friends growing up are very, like, they're very similar to me in the sense that they're all very, like, plugged in, very online people. So I'm not very surprised that a lot of them are also VTubers, also, like, cosplayers, that sort of thing. It's not a surprise to me at all. Yeah. Definitely formed a memory. Ooh, that's a good question. What is everybody rocking for Halloween? Because that lady was supposed to go as Alekirser for Halloween, but what are you guys planning on? Yeah. She might still do it. But who knows? Who knows? You don't have a plan? Just chilling, watching some anime? That's fair. That's fair. I had a bunch of options. A KFC worker. Do you work at KFC? Do I watch any anime? I do. I do. I watch a lot of anime. My anime list had hundreds of anime on it before I eventually lost the password. But I have not seen the Chainsaw Man movie. I do know that it's very good. I've been seeing it everywhere. I'm in college, bro. I ain't got the time. That's very fair. I will say the last time I went to a Halloween party was in university, so clearly I had different priorities when I was in university. Yeah, the Chainsaw Man anime movie is out. It is out. And I want to watch it. Boop, 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 boop. I've gone at university Halloween parties. I've done some really nice outfits and also some really kind of mid ones. My favorite one was when I went as Audrey Hepburn to like a Golden Age of Hollywood themed party. I went to a Golden Age of Hollywood themed party and I went as Audrey Hepburn, and I thought everybody else was gonna dress as Audrey Hepburn, but I was the only one, which I was very surprised about. And then there was another one where with my friends, this isn't a Halloween party, but I feel like this is a very, very basic bitch thing to say, but I went as, like, one of us went as like a female Hugh Hefner in like the Playboy robe, and then the other ones were like Playboy bunnies. That was very basic. That was very, very sorority girl moment, I would say. Yeah, that was, which one was I? I was dodging the question, but I was the female Hugh Hefner. I didn't want want to wear a bunny suit, so I went. I got a sailor hat and a red robe. I'm not gonna be one of the bunny girls. I'm gonna be running the whole fucking show. That was pretty fun. Do you have any tasteful pics of those costumes? No. Nope. Nobody, nope. Nobody, nope. Respect though. Yeah, I feel like I might have shared those photos one time at some point. What would I go as these days? Well, earlier I was considering maybe like either Panty or Stocking from the hit TV show Panty and Stocking, but I don't know. I might just end up chilling at home with my friends. Yeah, I might just end up chilling at home with my friends. Sua from Alien Stage? Please. I want to go with Sua from Alien Stage. I'd have to find out how to do it, but one day I will cosplay as Sua. That is my goal. You can also go as either Scanty or Knee Socks from the hit show Panty and Stocking. They're demons with red skin. I went as the Corpse Bride one Halloween. I know, pretty basic, but I went all out with it. And I had to do like the full body paint. It's a nightmare. Anybody who cosplays with body paint deserves a prize. It's so inconvenient. It gets everywhere. If you sweat, it's like gone. Full body paint fucking sucks. Like back when I was younger, I used to put a lot of effort into Halloween festivities. Even though my parents thought Halloween is demonic, they still let me dress up for stuff. And like it was so hard. It looked really good, but the whole costume lasted like maybe an hour. If you paint yourself, you could also go as Miru. That's very true, but again, like I was saying, painting yourself or doing full body paint is really inconvenient. I went as Incredible Hulk at a party once. I wrecked all my buddies' furniture that way. Yeah, because it just gets everywhere. I own an airbrush machine, like a makeup airbrush machine. And that's like a more convenient way to do it. But it's still like the thing with airbrush is it's very subtle, so airbrushing my whole body wasn't really the move. Yeah, I own an airbrush machine, like for makeup and stuff. My mom gave it to me. It's really nice. It's a lot nicer to the face and a lot more convenient than like foundation. If you just airbrush it, it looks a lot smoother. But anyway, have you ever dressed up as your VTuber model, Allie? I haven't, but if I ever do, I'd want to get it custom made. And I'd want to make sure that I do my squats so I can fit it well. Allie's a little bit more, let's just say Allie's a little bit more developed than me. I mean, if you're doing your bikini model, all you need is a wig and a black bikini. Allie's a little breastily gifted. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna think about it. It'd be really fun. If I ever do it, I'd drop it on you guys, like, out of nowhere. I wouldn't even tell you guys that I was cosplaying as Alekirser. I'd just be like, boom! Here I am. You can buy silicone boob plates, though. Why would I want to use silicone boob plates? You can also equip boobs, too. Like in real life? What? Nah. How many booms should we give for an Alekirser cosplay? Did you hear what I just said? I just said, like, I would do it, like, if I ever cosplayed as me, I'd just drop it out of nowhere. It'd be like a nice surprise. Would you cosplay as Diana or Cuddle Kitten? Probably, because Diana and Cuddle Kitten have a lot easier designs to cosplay, I would say. Oh, one thing that I wanted to commission, but I didn't have time to, was I wanted to commission a special Halloween art piece. I wanted to commission a special Halloween art piece where Allie's dressed up as Diana, Diana's dressed up as Cuddle Kitten, and Cuddle Kitten is dressed up as Allie. But I only have one day. I wouldn't wanna stick that on a poor artist. Very few artists accept one-day deliveries. Yeah, I think that would be really fun, but unfortunately I might have to wait until another year because I didn't commission it in time. I just realized you're in a hot tub. I'm in the hot tub category right now, bro. I'm in the hot tub category right now, bro. You think I need a Santa outfit? Should I ask my 3D modeler if he'd be available to do a sexy Santa outfit for Allie for Christmas? Actually, I'm gonna ask that. Would you be able to do that in time? Like a nice, like a cute Santa outfit. And then Christmas covers, Christmas song covers. Oh my god, I need to get started on that. This is like the exact right time to get started on that. Ooh. Okay. All right. Yeah. But aren't you not even here for Christmas? Yeah, but we can celebrate Christmas on the days before Christmas. November has nothing. That's not true. November has a lot of things. November has a lot of things. Like, Thanksgiving in the US. Yeah. Yeah. And fuck all else. Well, I feel like it's okay to have a day, like a month where it's just chill, you know? What are your go-to Christmas songs? Pretty much any of the ones that Ariana Grande's covered. I like those very much. I like anything that's like belty and kind of diva-y. I like it. All I Want for Christmas Is You is actually not very high up there for me. I think it's because, like, I've never worked retail per se, but I have worked in jobs where I've had to listen to that song a lot, so I don't, like, it's not something that I reach for. I like the one Kelly Clarkson song. Kelly Clarkson has a lot of really good Christmas songs. Yeah. Very much your ones. National Pickle Day is on November 14th, so I guess that's something for the month of November. Am I streaming on the 14th? We can celebrate National Pickle Day together, chat. November 14th, 2025 day. Oh, it is? Wait, National Pickle Day is on a Friday! Oh my god! National Pickle Day is on a Friday! Unfortunate I'm not streaming that day, but if I was, that would have been really fun. National Pickle Day. Pickle outfit? What the fuck? Oh, the line is back. Sorry, I got rid of the line. Sorry about that. That line needs to fuck off, I swear to God. National Pickle Day. Pickle roleplay. What? I don't even like pickles. I don't like pickled food. I don't like pickles. I don't like pickles. I don't like pickles. I'm sorry. I hope that doesn't offend you. I don't like pickled anything. I don't like pickled vegetables. I don't like pickled, I don't like pickles. I don't even really like kimchi that much. She's no longer wife. It's... oh. I don't even really like kimchi very much. Like, I think kimchi's alright. I'll eat it. But it's not like something I grab for, you know? You're reconsidering your support? No. Well, here's the thing, though. If you have a partner, and she doesn't like something that you really like, then she can always just give you her pickles. She can always just give you, like, her olives, that sort of thing, you know? I feel like that's actually a pretty good dynamic. It's like if you have somebody... I feel like opposites attract is very, very true, especially in terms of taste. Because all it really is about, like, being able to mutually cohabitate and spend time with each other in a pleasant way. So if you don't like bananas, but your partner really likes bananas, and you can just give them all your bananas, and that's actually really, like, romantic. That's what I would say. Yeah. Pickle giver girlfriend and pickle eater boyfriend? Yeah. It's almost like there are solutions if you try hard enough. And less food waste too, exactly. Like whenever I go to the United States, food portions are very big. So I always make sure that I'm around somebody that can help me eat something. Somebody that can help me, like, split food with. And that usually ends up being my dad. Or one of my brothers. It's bulking season for them anyway, so they eat my leftovers just fine. Every friend group needs the garbage disposal. Yeah. I don't live in the US. I'm Canadian. When I did a meme for 4th of July that confused a lot of people. It was sent to me on a server that I'm on. And I did it. And a lot of people were very surprised that I was not American. I feel like a lot of people still are very surprised that I'm not American. But I'm Canadian. Yeah. Thank fuck for that. Do I say sorry the Canadian way? No, I say it the normal way. Do I keep up with the sports? Sometimes. I'll watch rugby with my dad, sometimes. I used to play touch rugby when I was in high school. Yeah. I also really like watching figure skating. Yes. Do you speak French because of Canada? I can understand it a little bit, but I don't speak it. My pronunciation is kind of shit. Do not talk shit about hockey around Canadians. I don't really watch hockey as a thing. Like, I'm the last person you should ask about hockey, like, ever. Your accent's gotten a bit more Canadian lately. I'm guessing you moved out of the city? Sort of. I had a very, very, like, one of my roommates in university was very Canadian, like fucking boonies Canadian sort of thing. So when I was around her for a brief for a brief moment in time, like I really kind of spoke like that. Like very heavy, like deep in the boonies Albertan accent. And you know that Alberta is like the Texas of Canada, so the accent can get really thick, especially around the boonies, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I like to think I have a pretty neutral North American accent. Hockey brings out war crimes in Canadians. It doesn't have that, and doesn't really bring that out in me. I've been to like maybe 2 hockey games in my life. I don't understand all this Canadian talk. I'm not speaking a foreign language. You have hockey in the United States too. I literally compared Alberta to Texas so that I could translate it for you Americans. I'm not speaking a foreign language here. My God. Just do what I do and keep Google Translate listening. Do you guys put on Google Translate whenever I talk? I thought we had a direct connection. I thought we were speaking directly to each other. Damn, you don't speak either Canadian or American. Well, you do speak English. So that's something. That's something. I mean, to be fair, with so many of you coming from TikTok and Reels lately, I've kind of had to pull up a dictionary of my own. Y'all are saying some stuff I've never heard of in my life. It's like if you speak Spanish and listen to someone speaking Italian, it's close. Have you ever heard the song No Tengo Dinero? That's a song that was sung by an Italian band. And apparently it's very common for Italians to sing in Spanish just because they have a bigger audience amongst Spanish speakers. There are lots more Spanish speakers in the world than there are Italian speakers, so a lot of Italian singers will sing in Spanish. And that song that I mentioned, No Tengo Dinero, it's sung by Italians, and it's really catchy. You should look it up right now on YouTube and listen to it. Italian in general is one of the closest Romance languages to Spanish anyway, so like I can also pretty like understand like Italian pretty well, I would say. Like I can read it pretty well. And like French to me is a little bit more difficult, but I think I can confidently say I can understand like maybe 30% of written French. For sure. Yeah. Kind of the same with Portuguese. Portuguese is harder. Portuguese is weird. Portuguese is a very odd language. Like it's a very pretty language, I would say, but it's also like it's really interesting for me to see because it's so unlike anything that I've seen before. Yeah, it's really difficult. Come to Brazil, Ali, eventually. Oh, I do want to go to Brazil eventually. But to go to this one restaurant that they have in Brazil. It's a French fry restaurant called, something batatas, I forgot. It was this Brazilian French fry restaurant, and apparently it's really good. I want to go there. I also want to go to a Brazilian buffet again, but I don't need to go to Brazil for that. Like, you know the Brazilian buffets where they carry things around on metal sticks? That'd be awesome. Yeah. Business idea. Business idea. Brazilian buffet where Brazilian... No. I forgot what I was saying. Ignore me. I forgot what I was saying. Like, you know how I did a bikini bar stream recently? Imagine a bikini bar, but like a bikini Brazilian steakhouse. So you're just served like hot slabs of meat by like really pretty ladies. All the hot oil, okay, true. A bit of a safety hazard. But I feel like, because I've been to a Brazilian steakhouse like that before, where they had shirtless male waiters. They did that thing where they were like completely shirtless and oiled up, and like they had those like collars with bow ties, but without the rest of like the shirt and stuff. So they'd be like serving you meat on like a metal stick. And like, it was not with my family. It was with my family. It was with my aunt. The same aunt that I was talking about earlier. to a shirtless Brazilian steakhouse. Listen, she's the black sheep of the family. She's not Christian like the other ones. She is fully a degenerate. She's kind of real for that. Like, she took me there just to hang out with some of her friends. They were having so much fun, and I was just there in the corner, like, so awkward, like, And they kept making those jokes like, oh my god, Ali, look at all this. I was like, I'm just here to eat my steak, bro. She even got one of them to flex their pecs, and I was so flustered. I was like, is this okay? They're bad. No, they were very attractive. It's just I'm a very flustered person. Like, if I was at a club and somebody, like some drunk person was like drunk off their mind, even if they were really pretty or really hot or really handsome or whatever, if they approached me and they were like, do you want to make out? I would probably be like, actually, I need an emotional connection to do that. I saw that on a tweet once. It was like somebody was like, this girl at a party reached out to me, and this girl at a party approached me and was like, I want to make out with you. And I was like, actually, I need an emotional connection to do that with somebody. That would be me. Because you don't know where those people have been. You don't know where those mouths have been. Especially in this economy. Can't just be kissing and telling and like kissing and whistling all over the place. Gotta be careful. My god. Also, they approach me that easily. That means they approach other people that easily too, and like they can do that all they want. That's perfectly fine. But I am all it did was get me flustered. That's it. The Brazilian steak, the shirtless Brazilian steakhouse. I mean, all it did was get me flustered and like. So I guess that's like kind of why I was thinking like the opposite, but with like girls in like bikinis. But that's also a bit of a safety hazard because of all the oil. So I guess they'd have to be really skilled at handling hot slabs of meat skewered on an iron stick. Yes. Isn't that basically just Hooters? I know a lot about Hooters because one of my best friends worked at Hooters before. And it's really not that pleasant a place. I feel like my Brazilian steakhouse bikini bar idea is a lot better than whatever Hooters is. Can't even lie. It's bad. A lot of it is like really slimy guys who don't have a concept of personal space. Like, it's just kind of like not a very nice establishment. They also don't have very good food. Like, I've heard people make the excuse of like, oh, but at least they have really good wings at Hooters. They don't. Because I've been to Hooters before. The wings are not that good. They're really not that good. So, like, I guess my future business plan is I will rescue all of the ladies that work at Hooters, and I will employ them at my classy Brazilian steakhouse bikini bar. Where they will be taken very good care of, and they also don't have to show up as themselves. They can just be VTubers. It'll be an anime bikini bar, anime Brazilian steakhouse. Or something. Yeah. What would I call this restaurant? Great question. I don't know. Ali Steakhouse and VTuber Emporium. Well, I'm gonna take my time. We have to. The good businesses take time. Alley bar. Fogo de VTuber. I don't know. The wank house? No, because that gives off the wank house gives off a very different vibe than what I'm hoping for. Hot meats. Wank house does not sound nice. Wank house sounds kind of like dank and dark and poorly lit, and like there's weird stains on the wall and you don't know where they're from. Like that's what the vibe that I get from wank house. I can't even lie. Allie's quality meats. Allie's quality meats is pretty funny. Wank house kind of gives off frat house energy. It does. So it kind of just like gives off the vibe of like sweaty and like kind of stinky. You know? Yeah. Wank house might be a good name because here in Brazil we have a restaurant called Orgasm Burger. Wait, so we actually have people from Brazil here? Wait, if you guys are from Brazil and you're willing to share, please say I. Or like me, I'm from Brazil, or something like that. I didn't know you were from Brazil. My goodness. I'd say like a few % of wankies are from Brazil based on my demographics, but I'm always surprised whenever I see people from Brazil. You? Wowee, that's crazy. You're from Brazil? Well, hello. Oh my god, let's go. That's crazy. No wonder you keep asking me to go there. I'm not going there anytime soon, but it's good to keep in mind. It's very good to keep in mind. I'm playing Resident Evil 4, and in one ear I'm hearing about Allie's meat, and in another I'm fighting zombie-like people. It sounds like you're having the time of your life. Yeah, I don't know. Brazil. One day. We were talking a bit about, like, stuff that I would consider VTuber milestones earlier, and I just thought of another one. Doing a concert. That's another VTuber milestone that makes you know that you've made it. Yeah. A concert. And my 3D modeler, I've mentioned this before, but my 3D modeler has he has the means to like the assets for that. Like he has a stage that he made with multi-camera angles. And that's something that I would want to do when I get my 3D stuff set up. And maybe when I've had like enough time to accumulate enough songs to do a concert with it. It would have to be original songs, I'd imagine, just to make it like a little easier to record and not get copyright struck and stuff like that. Would it be an idol concert or a lounge singer set? That's a great question. Still thinking. I've always said though that like if I ever release like an original EP or like an original album, I'd want it to be sort of jazzy songs, because that's what I consider my specialty. Jazz and easy listening are my favorite genres to sing. I leaned in just for that one chatter that asked me to lean in. I'll do it again. Okay. Bro, I'm in my bubble right now. You gotta stop doing that. You gotta stop leaning in. Yes, it's a 3D model. It done been a 3D model. I can even rotate myself if you want. I just like this angle because it's like optimal for acknowledging chat. I can spin. I've been 3D this whole time. I've just been sitting. I don't have my full body set up at the moment. I'm 3D, baby. I'm 3D. Can I stand up? Not without putting my head between my legs, and I don't think you want to see that. I don't want to stand up. Not right now. I don't have my full body tracking set up yet. If you like jazz, Norah Jones' Black Hole Sun is amazing. Maybe you should cover it. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks for letting me know. Can you do squats? I'm not that kind of streamer, bro. I'm not that kind of streamer. I don't do that on Twitch. You can't tip me bits to make me squat. That's not the kind of vibe that I'm going for here. This is more of a cozy gathering amongst respectful individuals. Hands on both sides of the table. Focused on stream. Not doing anything weird. Yeah. Since when? You're right. Since when? Hey, Allie, I just wanted to say I'm having a great time. It's been a while since we did a Zatsu stream. I know! That's why I wanted to do one. I was just hoping that I could move around. But now you're forced to have a conversation with me. Oh my god. Forced to have a conversation with me. Unfortunate. How many squats, how long of a plank can you do? I can do a lot of squats in a row. I haven't really counted too much lately. But a plank I can just easily do like several minutes. I'm pretty good at planking. Allie, do you have a karaoke stream planned in your schedule? At some point for sure. Oh my god, should we do another No Nut November karaoke? That was really funny last year. We can do another No Nut November karaoke. That was really funny. I really like that. That was really great. I had a good time. Let's do it. I think I'll plan that for November. November is actually a pretty stacked month if I think about it, because we're going to be featured on Twitch front page on the 16th of November. We're going to be featured there. It's going to be nice. Yeah. It'll be real fun. It'll be real nice. How does the No Nut November karaoke work? So basically, I asked chat to submit songs that are sexual, sensual, like saucy in nature. And I sing them on stream and we all laugh at how silly it sounds. So that's one example of a song that chat submitted. I'm in the strip club straight up jorking it. That was a song that somebody submitted. It was real fun. On the floor, part 2. I'm pretty sure the Jorkin' It song was AI. Yeah. I think it'll be really fun, though. She-Wolf. I need to lock in for She-Wolf. Cover it in Spanish. But yeah, that sounds like a pretty good stream idea. We can do that for sure. No Nut November karaoke. That's fun. Very fun. Yes. Holy crap, I've been here for 2 hours. So have I. Time flies when you're conversing with respectful, equal wavelength individuals. Yeah. Well, I'll keep that in mind. No Nut November karaoke. I'll add that to my schedule. No Nut November karaoke. I bet your fingers are all raisiny by now. Oh yeah, because I've been in this hot tub. Yeah, just so raisiny. So crazy. So crazy. Oh, wait. That's one thing I haven't really done. I like her twin tails, but I can also get rid of Allie's twin tails. I'll show ya. Can get rid of Allie's twin tails. And her braids. Oh no! That's crazy. It's gone. It's gone. Can I make her have short hair? I can. I can? But I don't have a thing set up for that. I can realistically see how she would have short hair. All you have to do is get rid of the back hair. But, yeah. Now your head looks so small. It is. I have a very small head. I can even remove my horns, but that would just make me look, like, very strange. That would make me look very strange. Wolf cut Allie? Huh. I feel like it would make me look strange without the horns. Like, I can try. Where is it? Need to be very careful here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, I don't remember where I put that. I guess my horns are stuck on me. For now. I don't remember where I put the remove horns. Allie's design originally had lipstick, actually. So I can give that to Allie, too. But it's also gone. It's gone now. The braids are back. Pigtails are back. We're back. Can I make the model bald? In theory, yes. Am I gonna do it? No. Oh, the line's back. Sorry. I don't know why the line keeps going on there. It's annoying. It's specifically when I put my cursor somewhere specific. Don't worry, the line is gone. What's my cat doing right now? She's napping. She's napping. Yeah. I don't hate bald people. Several of my mods are bald. Your cursor? Your alley cursor? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I can air them out like that. I can't hate bald people. Some of my mods are bald. That's, by the way, not a great argument. If you're like, I don't hate anybody. Like, I have friends that are like that. That's not a good argument. You should never, like, you should never follow up with that. It's like, some of my mods are bald. One of my mods are bald. One of my mods is bald. Country accent redeem. Okay, sure. Yeah. Do I pay my mods? I don't currently pay my mods, but when I get to a financial position where I can, that's one of the first things on the list. I'm getting a perm this weekend, so joke's on you all. I'm about to look like Jackson Wang. Okay, wait. Air's wife. Air's wife. We love strawberries here. Air's wife. Like, convinced him to get a K-pop haircut recently. So now he just has K-pop hair. So he's like the opposite of bald. I think I might have modded her on Twitch, but if I haven't, I probably should. But yeah, she convinced him to get K-pop hair, so now he has K-pop hair. Yeah. So he's verifiably not bald. But I'm not gonna out which of my mods is bald. That's their own personal business. I just wanted to say that I don't hate bald people. I don't hate bald people. Wait, Air's wife is bald? No, she's not. But even if she is, that's not even if she was, that wouldn't be a problem. It's just whatever. Anyway, what's the next bit? I don't know. New bit. didn't expect this to be how Ali gets cancelled. But I don't hate bald people. I just said bald people are great. Oh my god. You have scripted bits tonight? I don't. This is all just me shooting the shit with chat. I don't script my bits. Oh god, what's the deal with airplane food? I watched a Max Miller video on that. I don't know how many of you guys watch Tasting History with Max Miller, but he's on my rotation for, like, zoning out on my couch, eating dinner. I love watching Tasting History with Max Miller. And he did a video on airplane food that was really interesting. Apparently, before, like, airplanes, like, in airlines and going to the airport became a big chore, like, food on airplanes was really fucking good. It was like gourmet shit. Because being able to fly was like a luxury. So, the food that they would serve at airplanes would be really fucking awesome. You have his cookbook? I need to get that. I've been collecting cookbooks. Korean Airlines bibimbap. I have the most wonderful memories of Korean Airlines. I remember being a little girl and riding on Korean Airlines and getting like a lot of free first class stuff from the flight attendant because I think I endeared her to me. So she just got me like free bread and stuff. And like she got me one of the first class meals instead of like the economy class meal. And all I had to do was smile and be like, "Thank you." Yeah. This happened to me quite a few times this past year whenever I go on flights. I've been upgraded to first class quite a bit. But one time was because they thought I was unaccompanied and that I was alone and like, because I was unaccompanied, but like I'm a full-ass adult so I can go on flights perfectly fine. But apparently, like, I looked so sad and nervous one time that they legit upgraded me to first class and were like, "It's okay, I understand. It's probably, like, for flying for the first time by yourself is probably really, really scary. Poor lost girl." It's very common for me. And one time I remember I was like, I hired some folks to help me with my, with some water issues I was having, and they were just like, "Are your parents home?" I'm like, I'm the one hiring you. I'm the one paying you, dude. Is there somebody that can sign for this? Me! I can sign for this! It's awful. You think I need a beard to look older? Not planning on it anytime soon. It's mainly when I don't wear like makeup. I look I look way too young without makeup on. But when I put makeup on, I look a little bit more my age. Poor Allie, somehow eternally 30 and 14 at the same time. God damn it. Yeah, no, like makeup transforms me into a completely different person. Without it on, I look like a scared little kid. It's pretty funny. I can't believe you have to put makeup on to look older. I've even started dressing it as well. Don't want to be confused for a TikTok teen. Do you get asked for your ID when buying alcohol? Of course I do. Of course I do. Always. Always. Even like that aunt that I talked about, the one that took me to the Brazilian steakhouse with the shirtless waiters, she still gets carded all the time. And she loves it. Because she's almost 50, but she looks super good for your age. So she loves it whenever she gets carded. She's like, "Oh, don't mind if I do." And like her card's all glittery and stuff. Yeah, she's great. She's my favorite aunt. I've always said this. You have all of your life to look old. So you might as well, like, lean into looking a little younger younger than you actually are while you still can. Because you'll have the rest of your life to be old, you know? You might as well just... Yeah. When you're young, you want to look old, and when you're old, you want to look young. Exactly. So, like, just lean into however you look. Just take care of yourself. Don't get... Don't get that fuck-ass surgery that all the buccal fat removal that all the big stars in Hollywood are doing lately. Don't fucking do that. Do not do buccal fat removal. It's so fucking stupid. Like, you know how a lot of Hollywood starlets lately look like they have really high cheekbones? They get a surgical procedure to basically, like, suck the fat out of their cheeks so that they look like they have defined cheekbones. And because of that, like, a lot of them, like, after a few years, it just looks awful. They look scary. They look scary. It's awful. It looks really gross. And I don't wanna discourage anybody from doing, like, procedures for them. But if you're gonna do a procedure, don't do buccal fat removal. Don't do that. I'm very neutral on whether people get surgery for their own personal self-esteem issues or like because they prefer the look of something. That's your personal business, not my business. But if there's one opinion I can have, don't get buccal fat removal. Do not do that. Yeah. It's specifically that's fucked. Because you're telling me that some lady in Korea with an extra, like, few $1,000s lying around can get perfect surgery, whereas, like, a girl with, like, millions of dollars in, like, California goes and pays her several tens of thousands of dollars for surgery and, like, ends up looking really weird. Do buccal fat addition instead? I don't know. I'm doing the non-invasive method of taking care of my skin, lifting weights, and drinking water, and I think that's all I can really do. Because tampering with things in ways that they're not meant to be tampered is kind of terrifying to me. Literally just lift weights, lift heavy things, put them down, drink water, and take care of your skin. And that'll do you so much better than fucking buccal fat removal. I swear to God. Just be healthy. You're allowed to age. It's perfectly fine. I like wholesome, strong, healthy relationships with good communication and security. I don't know. Is that so much to ask for nowadays? Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score. It means you shouldn't be trying to score. Like, it's not even a goalie. Like, the goalpost isn't even there. It's not open for business. They've vaulted that fucking goal shut. You shouldn't be trying to shoot in a vaulted goal. You know? My God. There is no goal. It's locked behind a vault. The vault of love. I'm losing track of the point. Anyway. Allie, you fooled TikTok and Instagram by not posting an entire day? What do you mean? Because I didn't post today? Well, God forbid I leave you guys wanting more. Can't be giving out everything. I have been posting a lot more on Reels and TikTok lately, but I gotta... I gotta take breaks sometimes, so I, like, you know, like, there's... Like, you gotta leave people, like... wanting... Gotta space it out. Gotta, you know, gotta keep people yearning. You know? Not yearning, that's not the word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean? Like, you can't just be, you know, you gotta keep... I don't know how to say it. Like, you gotta leave them don't know. Longing? Like, longing and yearning have the same meaning for me, and they're not quite what I'm trying to say. Gotta leave them... I don't know. Keep them in suspense, yeah. Because once they start expecting things, that's when things start to go a little... I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I need to let them feel my absence, yeah. I can't be posting too much, because then it's like she's too desperate for those views. I gotta act nonchalant and be like, yeah, no, you can watch this. I don't care. You can like this. You do whatever you want. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying right now. Whatever. Can I lean forward? Sure. Just this once, okay? Can I lean backwards? Not without cracking my entire model's back. Okay, I'm backing up, I'm backing up. Backing up. Backing up. Oh my goodness, you guys are not ready. I have so many outfits ready for Ali. I got so much stuff I got in the works. I'm so excited. It's gonna be fun. You didn't ask to see tongue? I'm sorry. I was just testing out the amazing tracking that I have on this. Yeah, I got more outfits in the works. It's gonna be real fun. And this is like the base. This is what I consider my base design, so you gotta get comfortable with this color scheme. Gotta get comfortable with dark-haired Allie with the red streaks, because she's here to stay. She's here to stay. Ah. Hey Mama's outfit soon? No! Oh my god, wait. That reminds me, like one of my friends got me to dress as a Hey Mama's once. That was awful. I'm not gonna dwell on that. Your dark streaks like dyeing your hair since Ali 2.0. Yeah. 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 You want me to have a wrestling model? Well, a lot of you have already tried to guess what models I have in the works, and some of you have gotten it right on the dot. All I'll say is that there are 3. There are 3 currently in the works. Mm-hmm. Technically 4, but I think I can confidently say 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3. Yeah. Grandma Allie? Nope, I'm not gonna be your grandma. That is not something I'm encouraging here. I mean, if you're a gilf enjoyer, that's your own damage. That's your own business. But that's not something I will be doing at any point in the future. Leave Grandma alone. I think I mean, like, I absolutely believe that older people deserve love. I just think that if you're gonna have an older woman model, you should probably be an old lady, and I'm not one of those. I'm very young. I mean, this is probably gonna be an unpleasant thought for some of you, but retirement homes? Shit goes down at retirement homes, bro. You think, oh no, they're too old, they probably don't want to move. Nuh-uh. If you put a bunch of people of the same age range, it doesn't matter whether they're 18 or 78. They be getting down. Yes, I know that grandparents in retirement homes do the deed. Stop reminding me. Well, it's on you guys, or well, on the few chatters that brought up the guilt thing, okay? This is entirely a conversation of your doing. I am just reacting to the energy the chat puts out into the universe. They did a study, there are lots of STDs in retirement homes. Oh, man. Aw, man. But Allie, we're reacting to you. Well, I'm reacting to you, so if you're reacting to me and I'm reacting to you, who's steering the rocket ship? Oh my god. If I'm reacting to you and you're reacting to me, then who's the streamer? Who's the streamer? Oh my god, crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Endless reaction stare. Maybe the real streamer was the friends that we made along the way. That's a great point. Hey, Allie, would you ever make a reaction channel on YouTube? No. I personally am not the biggest fan of React content as like a genre. Like, I'll watch it if it's good. It's just like, I'm not a very big reactor. I don't really do much of that. I do think it's sometimes necessary, especially if we're just having a chill stream. Like, I don't mind reacting. It's just, I don't know if I'd ever make a separate channel specifically for reacting. Like, if anything, I'd probably just feature that on my main YouTube channel. Yeah. Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-boom. I feel like I would do it if... Like, true crime nights to me are like an elevated kind of react. Because, like, it's more commentary than anything. You're not quite reacting to, like, cats doing sick tricks and going, haha, that's funny. When it's true crime, you take pauses in between the video and you offer commentary and insight, and that's the kind of react that I personally like. Like, if an expert is reviewing voice acting, that's good react, I would say. Yeah. Streamer, I was a streamer once. They locked me in a rubber room with a PC. The PC made me a streamer. Yeah. Please just make more YouTube videos on Alekirser VT, please. I'm starving. I'm working on it. I'm taking a new direction with my Alekirser VT channel. As you know, YouTube's been pushing more shorts lately, so I have been making more shorts, but the long-form videos that I do have in the works are gonna be a lot more elaborate and planned than they have been in the past. So I'm still gonna be doing stream highlights and stuff every once in a while, but I'm gonna be working on some more, I would say, elaborate stuff that will require a lot more planning, that sort of thing, because if I'm gonna be releasing a long-form video, I really want it to be, you know, like, I want it to be an effort. Video essays are in the works, like stuff where I need to commentate and stuff like that. Like, things that take effort, research and stuff like that. Mello was asking for feedback in the community a bit ago. Yes, this is a direction that was highly encouraged by Manager-san, and I personally agree with it. I do think that it's a pretty good step forward Because I do want to be, like, I don't want to just put out content that I don't really care about. I want to put out content that I actually care about, you know? That's what I would say. Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum-bum. Or just release edited videos of you just playing games on stream. I mean, that's not, it's not like I'm not gonna be doing that. But it's gonna be, like, we're going for a quality, not quality, not quantity approach, I would say. I'm trying to feed you good content. Not just any other kind of content. I'm trying to feed you good content here, okay? I want it to be worth your while. But mommy, I want slop. Then get your slop from everywhere else on YouTube. We're gonna give you quality content. Allie, you do so much already. I don't know how you do it all. I don't know how I do it all either. That's one thing I can't be humble about. I do work very much, pretty much 24/7. I can't even lie. I'm always on the clock. I will release content that I think that I'm proud of. If you want slop, you can edit your own Alley compilations. Just make sure that you don't try to pretend that you're me. Yeah, that's what I would say. The content must flow. The content must be good. What happened to taking time on things? I feel like taking time on things is pretty much necessary. Thank you for the hydrate. I need music. There we go. You need like a week break? Aren't you the same person that told me to make more slop? I can't make more content and take a break. That doesn't... Aren't you the same people that are telling me to make more slop? Make up your mind! God damn! Do both? I can't make more slop and take a break. No! My goodness. Y'all are contradicting yourselves. Live on stream. My goodness. This whole Alekirser situation is crazy. Look. Like, I don't want to release content like that. That content makes me want to end it all. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Allie, do you know what the Goomba fallacy is? I don't. What is it? Tell me, tell me. I want to know. What's the Goomba fallacy? Maybe this is why we don't do Zatsu streams very often. It's not that I don't like talking, it's like I love talking, but like... this is where the streams always go. It's like, This is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. This is fine. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I sunk into the... Oh no, the line is back. The line is back. Go away, line. Line, stop it. Okay, I think line is gone forever. Boop, boop. Should be bigger. Yeah. Big Alley. Big Alley lean. Bigger, 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 bigger. I got closer. I like that. I like that. Can you put the line in the middle and make it vibrate a little? I can't do that. So I can explain what the line actually is. The line is my mover. Every time you see the line, it's because I'm moving my model. Like, that's the line. It's because I'm moving my model. That's what the line is. That's what the line is. Can you see my whole model? Sure. At some point. At some point. For sure. You never noticed the eyeshadow until now? Let me close my eyes so you can see. Yeah. I got that. You're learning so many new things about me. I think it's because my bangs kind of cover it, but... yeah. What are the triangles under my eyes supposed to represent? My descent into madness. It's very gestury, isn't it? Every time you lean in, you look like Sparkle, using your skill. I'll take it, I love Sparkle. Something Sparkle says. Fake Sparkle fan, I don't actually know what she says. I don't know. I don't know. Every day I stream, every additional day I stream is a further descent into madness, that's for sure. Ooh. 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 God, I can't wait for the live 2D model. Chibi Alley's gonna be back. It's gonna be great. A lot of people were asking about Chibi Alley. Chibi Alley will be back. I just don't have a chibi version of this 3D model. But when I get my live 2D finally done, Chibi Alley will be back. It'll be great. And she will also be able to lean. She will also be able to lean. Is there a timeline or just be patient? In this economy, always assume that the timeline is just be patient. It has been a crazy year. Deadlines are all over the place. The world is a little weirder. Yeah. Will Live 2D have the big dogs? Nope. I don't have wings on this model. She doesn't have wings. She doesn't even have small dogs. She doesn't have any dogs. She doesn't have wings. The dogs are canon. The dogs are just specifically relegated to 2.0 because 2.0 is the closest Ally is to a dragon. Ally's 2.0 design is like her primal sort of, I would say, Super Saiyan sort of transformation. So that's why she has wings. But Ally normally doesn't have wings. Yeah. So this Ally doesn't really fly. She doesn't really need to. She was never really a very good flyer to begin with. But yeah, no, 2.0 is like, you know, she's like supercharged. She doesn't have control over her powers. She's the closest to a dragon of the 3 versions of Ally, I would say. But also, yes, Ally 3.0 uses her massive boobs and claps them together and flies via the clapitudinal force generated by her massive tits. She eated it? I didn't eat my wings. Though holy fuck, wings sound really good right now. wings sound awesome right now. Holy. Holy fuck, wings. Food. I did eat today. I ate earlier. I had a few dumplings. Yeah. I had a few dumplings. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good, I would say. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is it time to eat more? Maybe. Who knows? All this food talk about wings and Brazilian food got her hungry. It really did. It really did. I've been starving and my tummy's been fucking grumbling ever since the fucking Brazilian steakhouse fucking conversation. I can't even lie. Also, I have been in the pool, hot tub, and beach category, right? I have been, right? Yes, okay. Just making sure. Just making sure I'm safe. I just want to make sure that I'm safe. Because I know that that's, like, the main reason I can do this is because I'm in the right category for it. Most insane just chatting stream. Low-key. Low-key. I think I'm good. Mm-hmm. Man. Creamy chicken gnocchi. With a nice glass of tea. I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. I am hungry. Was that your tummy rumbling? I thought Cat was purring nearby. It has been. I've gotten so many stream ideas just from this single stream. We're gonna have a hangout stream at some point, apparently. The cooking stream. No Nut November karaoke. My god, I have been writing them down. Does Cat ever sit on your lap while you stream? I don't let Cat into the room while I stream, because if I do, Cat's gonna jump on my PC and shut it off. That's happened twice before. That has happened twice before. So Cat is not allowed when in the streaming room whenever I'm doing this. There have been too many incidents. Too many incidents. My dog, that when I get a dog, probably would also have to not be allowed. I don't want these streams to get all crazy. I wouldn't want these streams to get crazy. Aw, a cat just wants to make content for you. Yeah, she makes content for me by getting in the way of my stream. I love Cat, don't get me wrong, it's just... She shut off my fucking stream. She cuts the content. I was literally in the middle of beating Metal Gear. And then she cut off my stream. The stars have foretold great blessings today. Well, thank you, new Twitch user. That is probably the longest Twitch username I've ever seen. I didn't even realize Twitch usernames could be that long. It's crazy. Do they not have a limit on usernames or something? That's crazy. How many characters is that? It's like 20 characters? The fuck? My god. That's crazy. I've had some really cringe usernames in my life, though. Alekirser isn't the worst of them. I used to be really into 5 Seconds of Summer. And that was back when I was like a cringe tweenager. And what me and my friends would do is we would take the last names of our favorite band members and then put them along with our first names. It's so gross. This is my birth name. Please respect it. Of course. Absolutely. I would never think to disrespect you. Twitch user 123 XXX XXX32. Yeah. I gotta be careful reading things on Twitch. You know how I tweet everything that I treat everything nowadays that I see on Twitch that I don't know as like a fucking hot potato. I just don't want to touch it unless I can verify that it's not like a bad word or anything like that. I gotta be careful. Need to be careful. No, you don't? Yes, I do! Like, when I say nowadays, I mean, like, as of this stream, I want to be more careful with the things that I say. As of this stream, I will be careful. Because I don't want to say something bad. I treat everything as a potential bait. As of right now. What's the coolest username you've ever seen? Great question. Though I'm not sure you should be asking me that because I thought Alekirser was a good throwaway username and here I am. Prozac Pal is pretty dope. Diana's username is Dun Dun Diana, which I thought was cute because she's a shark. She goes dun 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 dun. You know. Thanks to the gifts of Descendant Tampon? I'm sorry, am I reading that right? Were you Lexapro lesbian? No, because I'm not a lesbian and I also wasn't on Lexapro. That is the username of somebody that I followed on TikTok though. I really liked it. I get it, okay? My username is weird. I know it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't technically mean anything. We get it, haha, funny. Thanks for the gift sub to Prozac Pal. That's another really cool username. Prozac Pal. Fucking love that. If you ever see a user come up that's named Prozac Pal, it's probably me or somebody that stole my identity. I've seen the usernames Circum Soldier and Seaman Tsunami. Shit's worse out there. I mean, you guys have some pretty interesting usernames. Whenever we raid into people, the people that we raid always comment on the usernames. That's what I would say. Circum Soldier is crazy. That's super crazy. Huh. I played against somebody called Vasectomy Gaming one time. Well, that's not too bad. Trying to think. I mean, a lot of my friends just have really cool usernames, so. At first, I thought your name was Alekirser the first time my ass saw it. Okay, I'm gonna add that to the list of domain names that I need to register. Everybody misspells my name, so if I just get all the domain names of common misspellings of my name, then I can just have them all redirect to alekirser.com. That's the plan. I'm gonna buy all those domain names. I'm also gonna buy swaggestgirl.com because obviously people mispronounce Alekirser that way all the time. It would just be covering my bases. Tongue in her fart box? Okay, yeah, I think that's enough internet for today. I think that's enough internet for today. I think that was the last line in the sand for me. Stop reading stuff, Allie. You know, that's the moral of the stream. The reason I don't do more chatting streams is because I end up reading out weird shit.
First, we want to take
We're gonna raid into somebody, okay? Let's raid into somebody right now. Do 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 do.